Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. Please just excuse how I'm showing up right now. I'm showing up like this on a Sunday evening. I just recorded another video about an hour ago in my little Christmassy setup over there that you will have seen last week or maybe the week before. I've just been doing my wind down routine. I'm in my wind down clothes. I just did some nice easy stretching before bed. My makeup's like half on, half off. I'm in a funky outfit. But somehow I would describe the way I'm showing up as chaotic, but I feel anything but chaotic. I feel so relaxed. Time to wind down. I wasn't necessarily going to make this video, but I just felt so inspired as I was winding down. Also peep my socks, my holy socks, because there's a hole in them. But you know when you just have something that's so comfy, like these are my fluffy bedtime socks in the winter, and I just can't let go of them just yet. I even bought new ones and I still haven't let go of these ones, but like I said, they've got holes in them, so they're holy, and I'm wearing them on a Sunday, so it's allowed. Anyway, as I was saying, I felt very inspired. Like I kind of felt this surge of calm creativity rush through me as I decided to record this video. It's going to be a quick one. I apologize if you can hear any noises in the background. That's my boyfriend taking a shower. That's why we hooked up the big mic today. But I just felt God calling me to make this video. And it was kind of off the back of the last video I made, how I felt after I recorded it, and then how I felt like winding down, slowing down, switching off technology, dimming the lights, everything, just really anchoring into this cozy Sunday evening. And I just felt this like ping, pang, whatever you want to call it, just spark go off in my heart that just said to me, people need to know that if they feel God calling them to something, then it's for them. And if God calls you to something, and in this circumstance, I'm not even necessarily talking about work or projects or career or dream life or anything like that. I'm talking about in the moment, breath to breath, moment to moment. We talk so much about the present moment, but how often do we really anchor in to what it means when we feel that spark ignited in us of God calling us to something? Now that could be a creative endeavor, but a creative endeavor in that moment. It could be calling us to spend time with ourselves, to spend time with the heart that Jesus is inhabiting and speaking to us through and helping us each and every day to embody peace through. It could be calling you to a particular conversation with a loved one. It could be calling you like it's calling me in this moment to literally sit down, pick up my microphone and record. And why do we not listen to those callings more? Why do we ignore them? Why do we push them to the side? Why do we say, that's fine, I'll just write it as a note on my phone and do it later? If we have the time, if we have the resources, if we have the space, and if we're not busy, then that means we have the energy. And if we have all of those other things, those external things, but we say that we don't have the energy, then it's just an excuse that we're telling ourselves that we're not motivated enough. But this word motivation, I've moved away from that so much in the last few years because I felt it's really intertwined with like the self-development world. And the word that I've really replaced it with is inspired. Of course, you know, motivation is a thing when we're on our work days and we need to be productive. It's important to be able to feel motivated, to fuel our bodies, our minds, our spirits, to feel motivated to do what we have to do. But the word that I really want to hone in on is inspired. We can tell ourselves, we can let the mind play the trick, I don't feel motivated. But if you have received that inspiration from God in whatever which way, then that is akin to your motivation. And anything that's telling you not is the enemy in one way, shape or form, trying to stop you from spreading that seed and sowing it in the way that God knows you're capable of externally from within your heart. Whether that's your creativity, whether that's His word, whether that's a communication with people around you, whether that's simply changing how you act in your demeanor in your everyday tasks, whether that's simply being more present, or whether it's just putting everything away, listening to that calling and saying, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go and write that blog post, or I'm going to go and tidy up the house that I've been putting off, or I'm going to go and cook some wholesome, nourishing meals for myself, or I'm going to go and express myself through art for no one other than myself. I'm going to go and open my Bible and pray. I'm going to water my plants. I'm going to rearrange things in my house because I'm feeling like resetting a little bit, or I'm going to read a few pages of this book. You never know why God is calling you to something, and no one thing is greater than anything else, especially when we're talking about these pockets of presence that aren't shrouded in what we like to deem the bigger picture, what's really important, what really matters. What really matters and what creates those bigger pictures is how we listen to the callings that we're receiving in each present moment, how we listen, how we respond, how we act on it. And God's watching all of it. And he's calling us so that we respond, so that we just put everything down. Again, if we have the resources, and usually God won't place that calling in us if we don't have the resources available. Like I said, what do I mean by resources? The time, the surroundings, the environment. We're not working, we're present, we're able to do something. If God is placing that calling in our heart, it probably means that we do have the resources. And so we can't just keep letting this story go round and round and round if I don't have the motivation, I don't have the energy, I'm feeling uninspired. That seed that has been planted in you is the inspiration, and you have all of the tools within you to go at it. Even if you open that page on your journal and you don't know what the heck you're going to write, or if you read that page of your book and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I really want to check my phone right now. Or if you set up the camera and the microphone and you think, I haven't the faintest clue what I'm going to say. God is calling you because he's already sown the seed. Because the seed is sown, it's already connected. It's already been planted. That sewing, almost like, I know it's a different meaning, but it's like sewing of clothes. That stitch has already been done. The connection has already been made, and he's giving you the needle. He's given you the resources and the things that you need to nurture that seed. He has handed you the nutrients that he created, and he's just asking you to use it in your unique way. And we can be so afraid of our uniqueness, but God is telling us, I trust you. Now it's time you trust in me. Hello, have you seen me? I'm God. If you trust in me and I trust in you, then you sure as heck have to trust in yourself, because how can you not trust in yourself when the Almighty trusts in you to plant the seed that he has already sown in your heart? And that is just linking me up beautifully to the quote that I have on the back of my Bible, which is, he has planted the seed of eternity in the human heart. So yeah, I hope that inspiration somehow landed in your heart and that you can do something with that, because I feel like we all can, and I definitely can. And if I've done this, which was the first step in that, then I know that I can do something bigger next time. If I can get out my camera in this moment and respond to that calling in this moment, then I know I'm capable. I'm showing myself in this physical reality what we already know spiritually to be true, and where God is watching us and going, yeah, sometimes they just need the proof of the five senses because that's the world they're living in. But we know that it's God that guided us here. And if he can help us to do one thing, then it can be constant and it can be improving, and not in this way of like self-development and constantly improving and getting better and better. And yeah, we can do it like that. I don't mean in that sense. I mean improving in the sense of consistently listening and consistently trusting and being led and guided exclusively by faith, leaning not on our own understanding, which is something that I am being called deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into. That's just a verse that just comes up consistently for me now. Leaning not on our own understanding, because God trusts us, so we can trust us. And even if we feel like we can't, we can trust God. And then we can take the us out of the equation and we can simply be and act. So thank you so much for watching this video. If that resonated with you, don't hesitate to let me know what seed that planted in you. Maybe it was of curiosity, of adventure, of wonder, or of just wanting to understand more. And feel free to share this with someone who you feel like needs that seed planted in themselves as well. Because I feel like it's always there, it's always waiting. It's just something that's going to be ignited, and it's something that's going to be sown. The seed already exists, but it's the sowing that God does for us when he knows that we're ready. And usually that's when we could never even conceive that we are, but we are, because all that we have to do is lay our trust in him. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Until next time, may your breath be relentless, may your spirit be exalted, and may your joy be contagious.